can we use AI as individual creators, filmmakers, to improve what we do? Do you have any resources or initial places, or do we just ask AI?
Well, there are so many third-party resources. I think you can't go wrong when you look at the large language models and what they're doing at the moment. Something like Claude or OpenAI, they're bringing so many of the other bits and bobs into like a serviceable package. I think I've got a list of 1,000 constantly updating AI tools, which I'm more than happy to send and share with everybody. And I think, yeah, I think it's a tricky one right now with regards to tools that will improve or help your work, because they are changing and evolving on a weekly basis. 2 weeks ago, I wrote a session to deliver at Bournemouth University, funny enough, right? And I've got to rewrite it tomorrow because it's changed. And that's 2 weeks ago. And I'm like, I'm wasting my time doing stuff beforehand. When actually, I just need to go, right, I'm delivering it tomorrow. I'm going to have to just do it 2 days before or the day before, which for me as a television producer, I'm like, I can't do that. But it's just moving so fast. I can't keep on top of it otherwise. So I'm more than happy to share that list of 1,000 different AI-driven tools. And I think a key thing is to keep playing. Just keep playing with it. Some things will develop into something bigger. Some things won't. There's a thing called there's a Garner hype curve. Have you ever heard of that? So
No.
so what it's talking about is basically when you get it's sort of like the dot-com bubble of the early 2000s, in that everybody gets on and builds and goes crazy and embraces AI, and then all of a sudden somebody says, "Oh, this is rubbish, isn't it?" And it all goes downhill for a bit, and then it starts building again. And the upward curve on the other side is much more gradual and much easier to follow. And I think it'll be easier when it gets to that point. But I would still suggest, while we're in the hype area, just playing with stuff and seeing what works for you, because there's so much stuff out there at the moment that you can do all kinds of things. The other day, I was like, all right, I'm just going to create myself a little bot for my training. So I went on to Zapier and created my own little bot, which referenced to all of my academic papers that I'd been referencing in my courses and stuff like that. And now we'll chat to students that I have that have any question on AI based on those cited papers. I did that the other day. I haven't done that before. I thought, well, let's do that. So it's about playing. I'm going to carry on playing, and I suggest that everybody does the same.